We've got quite a lot to talk about today. We've got Romeo Lavia to talk about. We've got yet another star to talk about. Moises Caicedo, and a big possibility that the football player Andre is going to be at the club Liverpool. Not forgetting that the club Liverpool has already had a few football players leaving the club. We've had a few football players like Jordan Henderson really going on and moving to a club in the Saudi Pro League, and that is Al Ettifaq, where he joined Steven Gerrard, and definitely things are moving on quite well for the club Liverpool. I must say, with that amount of money, we definitely think that Liverpool can get a bit more money to get into the transfers. Do not forget that Fabinho has also left the club at an amazing £40 million, and that's quite also big money to spend for the club Liverpool. Let us know what you definitely think in the comment section, so that we definitely can always move along. So we're definitely getting into the transfers. We're going to be talking about transfers, who's gone where, who's remaining at the club, and not forgetting who is the club interested in buying. And right about now, I'm in the city of Liverpool. Right there, what you see is the mega store of Liverpool Football Club, and definitely we're talking transfers out of my comfort zone. Sitting every time talking to you while I'm seated in my studio, but this time round, right about here in the city of Liverpool, it's a beautiful city, I must say. Talking transfers, and definitely talking about who's going where, who's remaining at the club, and not forgetting that we're definitely going to be talking about who definitely is the club going to be buying. So let's get the party started. Let's get the party rolling. So whom should we start with? Let me see. Let's start with should we start with Romeo Lavia? Anyway, let's get the party started. Let's start with Romeo Lavia. It will be remembered that Romeo Lavia is a Southampton football player who plays as a defensive midfielder for the club Southampton, and has been heavily linked to the club Liverpool for some time. Since the transfer season really began, he's been linked to the club Liverpool, and really when the transfers have gone on and on, Southampton has increased the price, but Liverpool has not had any chances of really giving up. Liverpool has gone on keeping the transfers going on, keeping the transfer going on as the club Southampton increased the price. Liverpool did not back off, and at this point in time, with Liverpool being linked to yet another midfielder called Andre, many people were anticipating that Romeo Lavia is definitely out of the deal, but it happens that this is far away from the truth. It's definitely not the truth. The reality is Romeo Lavia is still a big target for the club Liverpool, and we could definitely be seeing him getting to the club Liverpool. So with the fact that a big number of football players have already exited the club, a big number of football players have already left the club, that definitely leaves a big gap in the midfield section, with only two football players who have already signed for the club Liverpool. We've got the Brighton and Hove former Brighton and Hove superstar, and that is Alexis McAllister, who has already joined the club Liverpool, and also Dominic Szoboszlai, the Hungarian professional football player, who also actually he was playing for RB Leipzig, but at this moment in time we cannot say he's an RB Leipzig football player. We must brand him as a Liverpool football player. He's already started playing football for the club Liverpool. So those are the two football players that have definitely been confirmed by the club Liverpool, and at this point in time, Liverpool is still trying its level best to make sure that a few more transfers can definitely get into the club. Jurgen Klopp is very confident that he's going to get in more football players, with the likes of Oxlade-Chamberlain really leaving the club Liverpool, with also we'll remember that Oxlade-Chamberlain has already left. There is also Milner who left, Naby Keita also left, Fabinho leaving, he's already left, he left recently, and also the football player that left to Al Ettifaq, the Saudi Pro League club, definitely that's none other than who's that? Jordan Henderson, who joins the legend of the club, Liverpool, the former captain of Liverpool, Steven Gerrard, at Al Ettifaq. Definitely, that will bring in quite a lot of money to the club Liverpool, and possibly when you add it up, Liverpool can definitely get a few more football players. Get into the comment section and let me know whom you definitely think that should be at the club Liverpool. Whom should Liverpool really buy? Whom do you think Liverpool definitely needs to get? Because when you look at how things have definitely been going, a lot of football players have definitely left the club. And when we talk about the midfield is almost empty. And at first we thought possibly it would be, we thought possibly the getting of two football players, Dominic Szoboszlai and Alexis McAllister. We thought possibly that would definitely be enough. But the fact that again two football players left the club at a point where it was not expected, that definitely means that there is reinforcement going on. There must be reinforcement in the club. So let's hope really things keep on moving on quite well for the club Liverpool, and we think that definitely is going to be an amazing time. It's going to be an amazing season for the club Liverpool, and Liverpool can definitely get a bit more, some more football players in. So talking about yet another superstar, we're going to be talking about Moises Caicedo, who is a Brighton and Hove football player but has been heavily linked to the club Liverpool. So Brighton and Hove have really hiked the price, should I say, but he's quite an expensive football player. £100 million is what the club Brighton and Hove have come out and said they definitely need for Moises Caicedo. But do not forget that despite the fact that there's been quite heavy links from the club Liverpool, Chelsea is heading this transfer. We'll be putting out that Chelsea has had 3 bids and all these bids have been rejected, with the first bid being a £60 million bid, a £70 million bid coming in from the club Chelsea, and that was the second bid, and then the third bid being a £70 million bid, and also 80. That bid was 80, also that was definitely rejected. And Brighton and Hove are very confident that somebody's going to come out and put in £100 million, and they expect Liverpool possibly to match the £100 million that they say is worth of Moises Caicedo. Get into the comment section and let us know what you definitely think about Moises Caicedo and him moving to the club Liverpool. I personally think he's not a bad defensive midfielder. He's one that possibly can bring a little bit of change at the club Liverpool, but again, he's quite expensive. I think that's quite a lot of money, and one of the reasons as to why, the biggest reason as to why he's being priced at £100 million, really, it comes out that after Arsenal, after Arsenal took Declan Rice, you will remember that Declan Rice, Arsenal paid £105 million for Declan Rice, and that was quite a lot of money. And after £105 million was paid, Brighton and Hove sat down and was like, oh, these two football players are really almost the same. They are definitely almost the same. So the fact that that's £105 million for Declan Rice, the football player Moises Caicedo should be valued around that amount of money, because they play quite almost the same. Definitely when you talk about talent, it's almost the same for both football players. So, and that's definitely moved the football player Moises Caicedo from £60 million to £100 million, and that's quite a big and massive figure. So let's hope really everything keeps on moving on quite well. I think Liverpool might, there's a possibility that Liverpool could shy away from the possibility that they're going to pay £100 million for Moises Caicedo. I find that I found that quite a lot. I find that quite a lot of money for the club Liverpool really to pay. So let us know what you definitely think about Liverpool and getting Moises Caicedo, whether you think that would definitely be a great deal. Also, there is Andre from a football club called Fluminense, and He's also a very good one, and the fact that Andre has been linked to the club Liverpool before, some people are saying it is very possible that the club Liverpool is shying away, is definitely going to be not going to be part of the Romeo Lavia deal, is walking away because it's becoming too expensive. But that's not the truth. From different sources that we gathered, we got to know that Liverpool definitely is into getting two midfielders, and definitely that means that the two midfielders could be a possibility of Romeo Lavia or Moises Caicedo, one of them, and the Andre deal is definitely getting close. It's getting close every other day. Every single day that passes, really, that deal gets extremely close. Otherwise, thank you for being part of this podcast, and make your point, subscribe and ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on whatever I've got to bring to, as long as this post and as long as it's Liverpool related, right about here at the Liverpool chapter with me, your very host, Abu Kaz. Let's tell thank you and goodbye for now. Do not forget to subscribe. Thank you and goodbye.